A pleasant Thursday evening once again to all our supporters, our viewers, and all those who have been following very religiously iGreyhound. This is your Thursday habit once again. My name is Cecil Henove. And as iGreyhound culminates our commemoration of National Arts Month and also as the way by which Foundation University would pay homage to all the artists nationally and even internationally, we have deemed it fit to feature for this episode as a month ender also, and as our way of ending the National Arts Month, we are featuring 3 of our talented artists. And I think they will be showcasing their creative artistry because they are the individuals behind the performing groups of Foundation University. May I introduce them to all our televiewers. Immediately to my left is no less than the Dean of Student Life and at the same time the head of the Office for Culture and the Arts in the person of Miss Alexie Dagaerag-Miraflor. Hi, Miss Lex, and pleasant evening.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone.
Yes, and beside Miss Alexie here are 2 of the stalwarts of the Office for Culture and the Arts. I'd like to start off with Mr. Ruel Joseph Tabada, although we fondly call him as Jop, and he is the director for the Abuhuni Choir. Yes, hi Jop, and pleasant evening.
Good evening to everyone.
Yes.
Hello.
Thank you very much. And beside Job here is, yes, another stalwart in the person of Miss Allen Chesed Jovita, and she is the director for the Abuhuni Marching Band.
Yes.
Yes.
Good evening, and good evening, everyone, and to the Abuhuni Marching Band who are watching. Hi,
Yes.
guys.
So welcome to the show. Welcome to iGreyhound. And this is the last Thursday of the month of February, and we are commemorating National Arts Month. But I think this is one opportune time where you can tell our viewers, especially what we do here at Foundation University. I'd like to start off with Miss Alexie.
Yes, so good evening once again. So in Foundation University, the administration has really been very supportive in the different fields of arts. And recently we've had our Saulog Artes. We had some activities together in partnership with the College of Arts and Sciences. We also have had events together with the College of Computer Studies as well as the Department of Architecture and Fine Arts. So ever since 2019, if I'm not mistaken, we started the Saulog Artes. So we always have it in the month of February in celebration of National Arts Month. So that is our contribution as a university in celebration of the world of the arts. And we try to really celebrate it and have it shared with all our students to gain more appreciation of the different fields of arts and to really enjoy it at the same time.
Yes, because at the Foundation we offer holistic education, so not only in terms of academic preparation, but also, yes, as mentioned by Miss Alexie, appreciation for culture and the arts. That's really very nice. And for Joseph here, although we call you Job, your involvement in the Abuhuni Choir, we have watched them and listened to all these performances by the choir, is really top-notch, no? Tell us about this particular experience, Job.
So far, we've been still adjusting since the beginning of the school year. Since my old members have been recently graduated last year, so all my members are first years, and although they have been trained in choirs like in churches, but they have not have a level of training which we are giving them now. So there's a lot of adjustment that's been going on since day one up until now.
Yes.
And we're still adjusting.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, the screening and even the rehearsals, of course, are ongoing, no?
Yes,
non-stop.
yes,
Yeah.
non-stop. Every 3 times a week.
Yes, very good. Yes, very good. Yeah. And then for Alan here, no, the marching band is usually all over the place, especially if there are fiestas, if there are events also in the city as well as the province. So kudos also to the marching band. But tell us about this experience also, Len.
This is actually a very heartwarming experience for us because before we didn't really expect now we get to be invited a lot in different fiestas. You know, we've
Yeah.
been through we've been to Siquijor, we've been to Bais, Ayungon, and other places here in Negros Oriental. And we are very happy that all the other municipalities in Negros are hearing about Foundation
Yes,
University
right.
because especially from the pandemic, we didn't expect for the outpour of invitations for us. And these kids are, like what Job said, they are relatively new to music.
Yeah,
They really
okay.
started from scratch.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to read music at all. So we were very, they are very consistent and they really practice very hard so that we also get to provide quality performance, not just for Foundation, but also to the people of Negros.
Yes, and it's truly well appreciated,
Yes.
especially if like you're invited, no,
Yes.
outside of the campus, and even while you are here on campus.
Especially here in campus.
Yes, especially here on campus. That's interesting, no? So most of your members, both for Abuhuni Choir and Marching Band, are relatively newcomers, no?
Yes, yes.
Tyros, no? They or like neophytes. Yes, but I see the enthusiasm in most of them, especially their interest also. That's really very nice. And very quickly, because after all, I think you have prepared a repertoire for our viewers today. But I'd like to ask Miss Alexie, your involvement, no? It's a big office, the Office of Student Life, and at the same time, you take care of the culture and the arts aspect of the university. But all of you are Bachelor of Music graduates. In fact, Miss Alexie here, if I may mention the credentials, no, is a Master of Music graduate, a major in voice, no, and then Joseph here is finishing or graduating,
Finishing my master's.
finishing your Master of Music, a major in
in
instrumental
conducting.
conducting. Yes, and Alan has recently graduated her Master of Music and similarly major in instrumental conducting. So in other words, our team at the Culture and the Arts Office is, well, of course, they deserve the accolade and are truly influential in their own right as far as music and the arts are concerned. But very quickly, for Miss Alexie, the challenge of like appreciating the arts, because after all, not everybody probably will appreciate it, but we ought to be appreciative of everything that is around us. Miss Alexie.
Yes, so with the many, there's visual arts, there's music, there's dance. They sometimes do not actually, know that they're already actually are very much appreciative with art. They just
Okay.
don't know that it's really art. So, but if you go into the deeper, side of art, it's
Yeah.
also a different world,
Okay.
so to say, because it's also sort of a when you look at a single thing, there's not only just one description
Yes.
of that picture or that item. It can be so many things, and that's what makes it
Okay.
beautiful, makes it more interesting, makes it more what do you call that? Makes it more
Maybe unique or something.
unique for an individual, and it also very much helpful in your daily life. Like for example, listening to music. That's what we are. Our professions are. We are in the field of music. We are on that profession, but when we create music, when we share the music, when we sing, when we play, I think the impact to the students and the impact on the hard work that they do when they create the music or even just listening, I think that's what our purpose is, the objective is to let them understand that this world is very much can be a part of your life,
Yeah.
that can contribute to your life. That's not only just on focus on one thing.
Yeah.
Especially with the generation now, I think art can be something that they can express with. They can, because there's so many things that they can do, and that everything is at their fingertips. And I think art can be very much helpful in their lives to make them, especially in the university, to have a wonderful life
Yeah,
inside the
yes.
university, and to be able to to get the students to really appreciate art.
Yeah. So it's like a balance, no?
Yes.
And I think we can mix, for example, no, the sciences and the art, no?
Yes.
And the arts, or maybe pure sciences and the arts, and of course culture. And then very quickly, Job, what are the reasons of your members in the Abuhuni Choir? What are the reasons for joining the choir?
Like the majority of the reasons why they join the choir is basically is to experience music and friendship, because it's like a family where you rehearse together, perform together, have problems together. So to have another family outside inside the campus, and also to experience music while studying, to learn how to read notes, to know theories, and most especially is to just to be able to relieve the stress from studies. Hopefully.
Yeah. So you teach that to them also,
Yes.
Job, know how to read notes.
Yes, hopefully
So,
I'm not giving them stress during rehearsal. So
Yeah, certainly not.
Yeah.
No? They join the choirs to relieve, no, whatever
Yes.
stress they may be
To
feeling.
add.
Yeah, very good. Yes, and then for Allen, what usually are the reasons why our students join the marching band?
I think it's very similar to the choir as well. They want to experience friendship
Okay.
and family and camaraderie. And now we have relatively newer members who just joined the band, but they're already on their second year, third year. And I think they got encouraged because they saw the fun, all the fun that we have in the band during the past year.
Yeah.
So I think they wanted to experience that, and of course to learn something new as well, because as I mentioned earlier, they didn't know anything about music, and I think they were very curious, to learn about these instruments, and also playing with the band, how it feels playing with other people and dealing with other people, and of course getting to go outside
Yes, exactly.
and enjoy the perks of being in a band.
And representing, no, the university.
Yes, it's also their pride and joy
Right,
to represent the university.
So it's like an organization, no? Abuhuni
very
Choir
similar.
and
Yes,
Abuhuni
very
Marching Band.
similar.
Yes. So I think our artists are ready. Yes. So what have you prepared for our viewers? Miss Alexie first.
Yes, so,
okay. You can introduce your music.
So I'm going to sing. The title is O mio babbino caro. It's an Italian aria by Gianni Sicci. It's a classical song, so we're gonna do classical songs and pop songs and different variations in music.
O mio babbino caro, mi piace bello, bello, quando io in porta rosa a comperar l'anello. Sì, sì, ci voglio andare, e se l'amasse torna, andrei savante vecchio, ma per buttarmi in anno mi serve e mi tormento. Vorrei morire. Babbo, pietà, pietà. Babbo, pietà, pietà.
Bravo! My goodness. No wonder your major is voice. You have the stuff for a voice major, Miss Alexie. Anyway, yes, you said that it's an Italian area.
Yes, sorry,
but
it's an Italian area.
yeah, but what does the song convey?
So it's actually a daughter pleading to her father that she's going to the market to buy a ring because she wants to marry her lover. He's pleading to the father, please allow me to marry him.
Okay. So it's like a desperate plea, no?
Yes.
To the father, yes. And do you sing other songs other than, of course, this is an Italian area, but is it a requirement that you also ought to understand other songs, like for example, French songs or other songs for that matter?
Yeah, so when we studied
Other languages,
yeah,
I
so
mean, yeah.
we had to study Italian, French,
Yeah.
German,
Yes, yes.
Spanish. Even we also tried singing Mandarin.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a different mix and it's fun. I can
Yes.
actually read
Okay.
all of those, but I don't understand necessarily
Okay,
all of
yeah,
them,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I can read them.
Yes, but it's important for you, no, to understand all these
Yes.
songs in different languages.
Yeah, so-
to feel the song, no?
Yes, ma'am. So that you can actually know what the expression
Yes,
is, what the
right.
composer, especially if it's an aria, you have to really know what the opera is about,
Okay,
so that you
yes.
can understand how to
Yeah.
convey the song.
Yeah, yes. Because after all, these songs have messages too. Yes.
Yes,
Very
they have
nice, very
stories.
nice. Yes. So, Job, you're ready with what you have prepared for our
Wow.
viewers?
Okay.
Take it away, Job. And then please tell us what that selection is.
I'll be playing Don't Know Why by Nora Jones.
Another bravo for Joseph or Job. Tell us a little background about that that song or that selection, Job. And perhaps you can tell us, you can tell our viewers what classification would that be, being sax music or category.
I think that music was really written for vocals.
Okay.
So I just did what I can.
Okay.
But by classification for that, I think it's jazz contemporary.
Jazz, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Jazz contemporary. Okay.
Yes, because of the structure and the
Yes,
chords
yes.
of the song. So
Okay.
it's
But
jazz.
you said that there's lyrics also to that song.
Yeah.
Is there?
It,
It's a song.
I have it.
It's like a love song.
Yeah, a love song. It's a
Okay,
love song
okay. Oo.
from Nora Jones.
Yeah, but you're doing the music, no? Oo.
Yeah,
But
I'm just playing the melody.
oh, the melody. Okay. I'm curious. What if there's somebody who's going to interpret that one? Will you also accompany it with sax or another instrument?
Yes, maybe they can sing and I'll have my parts, my solo parts,
Okay.
and then we'll go back and
okay.
forth.
Okay.
It depends on the arrangement.
Okay, so lyric, the
Yes,
arrangement, no? So
lyrics.
lyrics and then sax music and so on. Yes, okay, very good. Thank you very much. Yeah, and then let's go to Alan. What have you prepared for all of us, Len?
I will be playing a very familiar, I think,
Okay.
smooth jazz song
Yeah.
called "Fly Me to the Moon." Yes.
Yeah. Wow, great. It's a classic, no, Len? Yes, Fly Me to the Moon. Yes, it's a classic. So that is jazz?
Yes.
Contemporary.
Contemporary
Contemporary jazz. As compared to Job's jazz also.
Very similar.
Similar.
Yeah, very similar. Yes, great. That's you play the flute.
Yes.
Yes, very nice.
But I can
yes.
also teach as well sax,
Sax.
and other instruments.
And you play sax also, or you
I
can
know the
teach it?
basics.
Okay, great.
but
yeah.
not as good as Job.
Okay, okay. Wow, great. No? As if that is not enough, we still have another segment for more music coming from these three talented artists of Foundation University. iGreyhound will be right back. Yes, we're back on iGreyhound, and if our viewers can only see what we're doing here, right, in our studio, we're having a mini concert, and we are gyrating. I am tapping my toes, and I am about to dance, but not yet, no? Maybe after the show. But for this particular segment of iGreyhound, as a way of commemorating National Arts Month, and we had said that Foundation University is really big, no, on appreciating the arts and relaying this as well to the community inside the university and to the general community. And the individuals behind our performing groups are here with us. I had introduced them to you earlier, but they have prepared another repertoire for us. But before they do that, may I ask Miss Alexie, your office takes care, of course, no, of all these performing groups, but what way of an ethical practice, if I may call it as such, do you maybe impose, would be a heavy word, do you request out of or do you expect out of your performers, especially that they're handling groups?
Yes, for the students.
Yeah, for the students.
When it comes to our members here in Foundation University, we always try to really learn first how fast they learn, how their background also, because in the beginning they really do not have any knowledge on even the basic on note reading.
Yes,
maybe in their elementary or high school they took it for granted. So only seldom that we have students that are already, that can read notes. So during auditions, that's where we can gauge if this student needs more time to learn. So we put them under training, or sometimes we let them go for advanced. And so sometimes we have students also that are already advanced in their music abilities. So based on that, we try to also balance their, especially if they have also deliverables for their studies and their academics. So one way for us to really is to manage our time, their time, and I think in case of the band, if they have free time, Alan lets them go to the band room and learn on their own, so that they can catch up. So I think I speak for all of us. We want to at the same time balance out, but also produce quality students and quality music, because when we produce that, the students will feel okay, this is how it should sound like. So we expose them to other groups also. We let them listen. That's how it should sound like. Because I think they are not really knowledgeable on that aspect, especially in this world, in our world. It's also different. The standards are different. So we try to gradually, slowly get them there, so that when they graduate, they can put it on their credentials that they play the sax, they play the flute, and they can really play well.
Okay, very nice.
Maybe in there, they have bosses that can play the flute, and let's play the flute, and then when they play, they're good in playing. So that that can be one of the skills that they can also brag about when they apply for their jobs.
It's an added skill, or
Added
perhaps
skill.
to provide like a conversation piece. No? I play the sax.
I was
play
a
the
member
flute.
of the band.
Yeah,
or the choir.
something. Yes, very nice background also, and experience from for the students. Yeah, very quickly for Job, what do you usually require of the members who come to you for audition? Of course, in the presence of our director for culture and the arts, Miss Alexie. Like for example, sorry, may I butt in? Like, should they have an ear for music, so to speak? No, this is for the choir.
Yeah, there are some. I would firstly require like if the urge to join.
Okay.
Because I will lean on recruiting people when the eager ones, rather than the naturally talented ones. Because for me, it's I started music knowing nothing. I just love music. I just want to learn music. I just want to play the saxophone. I want to play the piano and drums and everything. So I started with zero knowledge of how music works. So I want my members to be not like that, but to have the eagerness that we also in the Abuhuni Choir and also in the marching band, to have that eagerness to join and to rehearse on their own time and to just to catch up everything. And I think that's my basic requirement of to join in the choir.
Okay. The interest or
The
the,
interest,
urge,
yes, yes.
as you had
Those who are
mentioned.
willing to do the work.
Willing to
Yes,
do the
yes,
work,
the willingness, of course, no, and the intrinsic talent. No?
Yes.
But as you had mentioned, between somebody who is intrinsically talented but does not have the interest or the urge
Yes.
or the commitment, you would rather train somebody who would really be interested
to
to
learn,
join.
yes.
That's really interesting, no? But you have found them. You have found these
they're-
members.
they're in my choir now.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, yes, very good. Yeah, and
Thankfully, yes.
yeah, very good. For Alan, yours is marching band, huh? So they ought to play instruments.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Building on what Jop said, talent. There's a popular quote that goes, "Talent beats hard work beats talent.
Okay,
when talent
yeah.
doesn't work hard." And it's very applicable in the marching band because you really have to put in the hard work. You cannot learn how to play any instrument or even sing overnight. No.
Yes,
So
yes,
you have to really practice every day. It doesn't matter if it's just a few minutes of practice, maybe 30 minutes of practice. It's okay as long as you are consistent. And I am very happy and thankful that my band members are doing the hard work, doing their
Okay.
work, doing their assignments, everything. And that's what I really require of them as well, to be consistent and to build their character as well. Because if you're in a performing group as big as the band,
Yeah.
you deal with other kinds of people,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
different kinds of people, personalities.
Right.
And this is where we build our character
Okay.
as Foundation Knights, to really show the university, to show the community that in Foundation we are disciplined, we are hardworking, and we also have faith in what we do, and we love what we do. Even if we're talented, of course, being
okay.
in the music
Yes.
scene, in the arts, we're
Yes,
talented, yes. But our talent means nothing if we don't work hard, you know. So that's what I really require. Not just because the band also has the twirlers.
Yes, right,
We have
right.
the twirlers as well, and they also need to put in the hard work so
Yeah.
that they perform well and they do not just be lousy and you know, they just perform anything.
Yeah. Yes.
So they also have to practice, not just even though they're not playing instruments,
Yes, right.
they still have to practice with us. So that's one of the requirements as well.
Yeah.
And character and discipline.
Discipline, yeah.
Yes.
So it's like a team effort after all, no? The
Yes,
twirlers and the members of the band.
Yeah, the
who
instrumentalists.
play the instruments. Yes, very nice. And very quickly, before you go to your repertoire for this particular segment, you may have talent, but if you don't share it, no?
Yes.
Or if you keep it to yourself, right, and not share it with the rest of the community, then as you had mentioned, it will go to nothing at all, no?
Yes.
Yeah, very nice, yeah. And our talents, of course, are God-given.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
importantly. Yes, so I think you have prepared another set of selections for all of us. Yeah. Take it away, Miss Alexie first.
Sometimes I wonder where I've been, who I am, do I fit in? Make believing is hard alone, out here on my own. We're always proving who we are, always reaching for that rising sun to guide me far and shine me home, out here on my own. When I am down and feeling blue, I close my eyes so I can be with you. Oh baby, be strong for me. Baby, belong to me. Help me through. until the morning sun appears, making light of all of my fears. I dry my tears I've never shown out here on my own. When I am down and feeling blue, I close my eyes so I can be with you. Oh baby, be strong for me. Baby, belong to me. Help me through. Help me need you. Sometimes I wonder where I've been, who I am, do I fit in? I may not win, but I can't be sure out here on my own. On my own.
Beautiful, my goodness. Why am I teary-eyed while listening to you? But Miss Alexie, tell us the song itself and the composer.
The title is Out Here on My Own.
Yes.
It's from the musical Fame
Yeah.
by Leslie Gore and Michael Gore.
Okay, yes. And it's a pop song, right?
Yes,
Yes,
it was actually from the musical Fame, but it became a pop song.
Yes,
because it's really
yes.
very nice. It sounds like a pop song, but it's
Yeah.
actually part of a musical.
Yes, a stage play, no?
Yes, stage play,
Originally,
yes.
and then it also became a movie. Yes,
Yes,
very nice. No?
movie.
Fame and very famous movie also.
There's a song Fame.
Right, right. Yeah, yes, I love that. And do you vocalize? I'm every morning, every day, or
Yeah.
something. I'm curious.
Actually, it's when we were studying music, we need to vocalize. We need to also do those. We practice piano.
Okay.
We do warm-ups. But as we grow older, we sometimes do that. But
Okay.
especially if the song demands, especially if I sing classical, I really need to do warm-ups.
Okay.
Because when you sing classical, the technique is different, and then when you sing pop, when you
Okay.
also sing musicals, it's also different.
Okay.
So it's nice to study voice actually, because you become flexible in any genre
Okay.
that you want to sing. But there's also singers that are good in pop, they're also good in classical.
Okay,
So it's nice to be flexible to
Okay.
all types of genres.
Yeah. How about you? What do you think fits your voice?
I am classically trained, but
Okay.
I think my voice is mixed. I can sing pop, I
Okay.
can sing musical types, but I'm not a belter. There's what we call
Yeah,
belter.
the birit, yeah,
singing.
okay.
I cannot the chest voice.
Okay,
Because
okay.
because of my training in classical, it's
Oh,
so
yes.
head voice.
Okay,
So when you transfer to chest, it's a different skill also.
Okay. So I thought it was really a requirement for one to be like doing vocalizing every.
Yes,
but you should, no?
You should do
It should.
vocalizing,
Yeah.
and then you also have to know how to warm up also. It's
Okay.
really, very important.
So warm-ups and vocalizing, they're different?
Same. So when you
Oh.
vocalize, that's already your warm up.
You're warming up.
Especially because your instrument is voice. So
Yes,
that's your warm up.
exactly.
In instruments, they also have
Yeah.
warm up.
And very quickly, since as you had mentioned, your channel is your voice. No? How do you take care of your voice, Miss Alexie, for our viewers?
I make sure that I don't really exert much,
Okay.
because you always have to talk within your normal volume. And then when you do need to really make your voice big, you need to really do the right technique so that you
Okay.
won't lose your voice. Because there's also especially in singing, there's a thin line between shouting and belting.
Exactly.
So you need to also know how to do that
Okay.
to not destroy your voice.
Okay, very interesting, no? Yeah, I'll sit in one of your classes one of these days. Yeah, thank you very much, Miss Alexie. Yes, and then for Job, you have prepared something for us, Job?
Yes.
Okay.
I prepared this song from the start, from Leve. Loive. Loive, I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's an Irish name, I think.
It's an Irish name, yeah. It's
Okay.
Leve. From the title is From the Start.
Beautiful,
Yes.
expressive rendition. Thank you very much, Job. As they say, music is soothing, no? Music is the balm to our soul. The saxophone can both be played as an instrument by itself, meaning alone, like what Job is doing, no?
Yes.
But you can very well be a part of a like a band or an orchestra. Or is just a band?
Yes.
Not
A band, an
orchestra.
orchestra,
Not,
a
okay,
concert
yeah,
band.
please.
Concert band,
Sorry?
but not orchestra.
Okay.
You can be a part of an orchestra. That's the biggest.
You can.
I think, yes, as a tenor saxophone player,
Concert band.
a concert band.
A concert band. Oh, that's the perfect something like where you can put a sax as an
Yes.
instrument. Yes. Why? Why is that so? Why not in other?
Compared to orchestra,
Okay.
the biggest group is the standard orchestra,
Okay.
which you have strings and you have your brass section,
Yes.
and your woodwind section doesn't include saxophones because of the timbre of the instrument.
Okay. Okay.
So the only thing that includes on an orchestra is an oboe, a bassoon,
Okay.
clarinet, flute,
Okay.
or cor angla, yes, and if you put a saxophone there,
Okay.
it's too bright, it's too jazzy to be part into a classical music.
Yes.
Yeah, also in a concert band or a wind band, so you have to it's included in everything, which
Okay.
is the alto saxophone, the tenor saxophone, and the baritone saxophone.
Yes. But there are other genres where the sax can also be like useful or applicable.
Yes, I
What you
think-
played
I
was
think on-
jazz, right?
Yeah, what I played was jazz, and
Jazz.
also you can there's classical also in saxophone. There's
so classical,
a lot of
classical jazz or classic music.
classical music,
Yes. Okay.
Mm,
Yeah.
there's a lot of concertos
Yeah,
for
yes, yes.
for saxophones.
Okay.
And also you can play ballads with it. You can play like Kenny G.
Yeah. Yes.
And-
Yes.
So
right.
the saxophone is a very versatile instrument.
Yes.
in
It's
genres.
jazzy. It can be lively. It can be bouncy. But at the same time, you can also listen to classical music through the
Yes.
saxophone. Perfect. No. Yeah. Thank you very much, Job. And then for Allen, what have you prepared for us, Len?
This one is a classic piece by Whitney Houston
Okay.
called One Moment in Time.
So that's now a classic,
Yes, by
Chesed.
Whitney Houston.
Yes, by Whitney Houston. And listening to you, and I've also listened to Whitney Houston's vocals, no? I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, better to listen to the instrument. Wow, great. Now,
Thank you.
very quickly, thank you very much for the wonderful renditions that you have offered to our viewers, sharing your God-given talents, and I think this is truly a blessing, and as our way of commemorating and like culminating the end of, or culminating National Arts Month in this month of February. But very quickly, friends, in the few minutes that we have left, I'll allow Miss Alexie to inform our viewers what are in store for all of us, not only the university, but even for the greater community as far as culture and the arts is concerned. Miss Alexie.
Yes, so we are actually celebrating our 75th year. So please stay tuned to we will be having a concert soon on November. We will be announcing the specific date. So we will be featuring all the cultural groups and as well as the alumni of our cultural group. So please watch out for that.
Very nice, very nice. And then drop some words that you can live by to our viewers. They may, or students who may want to join the choir.
Okay, for the students who want to who's thinking of joining the choir, we are still open for people who wants to join. I'm still accepting. If you want to sit in the rehearsal, the better. The more people, the better. I'm not limiting to what I have now, members. And yes, and also it's free. So if you want to learn about music, sometimes I'll teach theory in my choir class, right there and then. So yes, and also my message to aspiring musicians and artists out there is just don't stop creating, because I think when you're stagnant on everything, that's the death of art. So it's ever evolving, ever creating. So you need to create something in order to move forward in arts.
Yeah, very inspiring message. So don't stop, no,
Don't
Job.
stop.
Yeah, and then for Alan, very quickly, Len.
Yes, of course, we are inviting the students of Foundation University. If you are interested to join the Abuhuni Marching Band and the Abuhuni Choir, we are very much welcoming all of you. Don't be afraid to approach any of us, me, Sir Job, or even Ma'am Alexie. Or you can go directly to OSL, to the Office of Student Life, and inquire about the performing groups, because we are accepting you all throughout the year. So it's more fun if we are a lot.
Yes.
So
The more the merrier.
sorry.
The more the
The more, yes, the more the merrier, yes. So yes, please join us, and we encourage you to also support our performing groups. And if you are interested to join and also create music or art or dance or whatever you want to create, just what like Job said, don't stop creating, and practice makes permanent. So whatever you practice, that will be your art. So hopefully you are inspired, you get inspired by us and the other cultural groups of Foundation University.
Yes, very well said, guys. And congratulations, and thank you very much once again for making our episode for tonight to culminate National Arts Month. Truly a very memorable one. I enjoyed the mini concert, and I think our viewers likewise did also. Thank you once again, Miss Alexie Miraflor, Mr. Ruel Joseph Tabada, and Miss Allen Jovita. So with that, friends, we bring to a close another episode of iGreyhound. We hope to see you again in our future episodes. Please do not forget, we have replays on Friday and Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 3 in the afternoon on Channel 6 of Filproducts TV-Dumaguete, and we are also being streamed live on the Facebook page of Foundation University. This has been Cecile Hinove bidding everyone a pleasant evening.
Grit, determination, resilience. These traits are what made Foundation University overcome the obstacles of the pandemic for more than 2 years. With the future being uncertain, it was difficult to make plans. Life, or whatever was left of it, in the minds of Foundationites was at a standstill. This year, just in time for the new academic year, Foundation University shows to the world that she can weather any storm. With full face-to-face classes back, the campus brims with life as teachers and learners make up for time spent online. The challenges in the past have tested how far Foundation University can go. From where we are, there is nowhere we can go but up. As we rise and stand united, we face the coming year with optimism and hope as Foundation University proudly soars on her 74th year. Just as the Greyhound is capable of leaping to greater heights, so does Foundation University. FU at 74 proudly soars.